Hello Flosstube friends and welcome. I am Lisa and this is my channel Cross by Floss, where I chat about my love of cross stitch as well as life blabbings. I am so happy to be here today and I am happy that you are here with me. If you are a new viewer, welcome. I hope you like what you see, subscribe, like, do all the things, ring the bell. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. I have so many wonderful friends in the Flosstube community, and I am so grateful that you are here with me. So today is going to be a long one. Today is November the 10th, 2023, and I forgot to look to see what Flosstube number this is. But oh my gosh, yeah, this is going to be a long one. No joke. You might want to grab a drink, a blanket, settle in. I have a lot to show. Today actually is going to be no cross stitching because I have a story. Yeah, today is going to be a lot of haul. What has been happening in the last month. There's some exciting news, and one of them is sitting right here. And so, hey, let's get into it. All right. What has happened? So I have had a few videos up. They've all been extras though. So like I did in October, I did Queen City Stitch Retreat recap. And then I think in October, I had to have. In October was also where I did my whip parades, and it's two videos but three parts really, because 1 and 2 ended up, anyways, there's a bunch of videos to watch in October, and I don't know that I have done an actual video since September, because October was just so busy. What happened in October? So in October, Mr. G and I took the family and we went to Vegas, really to celebrate my daughter's 30th birthday. Happy birthday again, sweetie. It was so much fun. But Mr. G and I also got married in Vegas. And so October 22nd, we got married. And by Elvis, it was so much fun. And what was fun is that we had our family there. And, you know, the kids were there. Mr. Odin came. It was just a lot of fun. We drove because we had Odin, and obviously we couldn't fly. And so we drove, and it is, you know, a 28-hour drive from here. And we made it in a day and a half because we took 2 cars. We had 2 people in each car, and we just switched off and managed to get into Vegas on Tuesday, and got everybody settled in. Unfortunately, the boys ended up in a different hotel than us because the hotel we stayed at, we found out they had a weight limit for the dog, and Mr. Odin was obviously a little too big for their weight limit. And so we ended up having to find a different hotel for them. It worked out actually because we stayed at the Luxor, and he wouldn't have been able, the sights, the sounds, the whole deal. And so we put them at the Sonata and Sonesta hotel, and it was great because, you know, there was no gambling in that hotel. It's like a La Quinta or whatever, so very, very similar. So he did great there, and I think he would have been a little too much. It would have been a little too much for him at the Luxor. On Thursday, my daughter and her fiance, my future son-in-law, and the little all flew in, and I got them from the airport, and from there we just had so much fun. Oh my gosh, Vegas has changed quite a bit since I have been there. I don't know, 15 years ago maybe. And so it has changed quite a bit. But I mean, the expense of Vegas, holy, when did that happen? But it was just so much fun. We ate good food at such fantastic restaurants. We had, for my daughter's 30th birthday, we went to, I think it was Julio in the Cosmopolitan. No, yes, the Cosmopolitan. And actually we ate at the Cosmopolitan quite a bit because they have some fantastic restaurants over there, by Michelin star chefs. We got a private room. We were treated like royalty, honestly. Our waiter was fantastic. He gave us so much information about Vegas and where to go. he led me to an antique store. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to that antique store that he mentioned, but I have it in my books for next time. Just a really good time. And then we just did things together. You know, the boys were a little limited because of Mr. Odin, and my youngest son, he was quite nervous about leaving Odin alone in the hotel for too long, and so they went back and forth quite a bit. But we just really had the best time. And yeah, it was so much fun. I am not wearing my wedding ring because the band that I got for my wedding ring is being soldered together so that it's all one unit. And so, but it was just so special. I'll put a picture in here of, I think, Elvis and us on our wedding day. It was an evening wedding. It was after sunset, and it was just so nice, and it was just fun. And Elvis sang us 3 songs, and we got to dance. Mr. Odin was there with his little bow tie. Everybody coordinated really, really nicely, kind of by accident. And because it wasn't like, you know, I did the whole, okay, everybody has to be in this or anything, but navy and khaki was kind of the colors, or blue and khaki, and everybody just managed to coordinate, and it looked so good. But anyways, yeah, so, and of course I did shopping. So what we ended up doing was, on our way back, the boys drove straight through. They switched on and off, and they drove straight through after being a week in Vegas. And Mr. G and I stayed for an extra day with my daughter and future son-in-law and the little, and we just did some fun things around Vegas for the day. We went to Area 15. Oh, we did this with the boys too. We went to Area 15. So much fun. It was so much fun. And we also did the, oh my gosh, what's it called? The big globe. It was called Postcard from Earth. Yeah, Postcard from Earth, I think the show was. And it was at this new big globe. What is it called? I'll put it on the bottom if I remember what it's called. We did that. It was so much fun. What else did we do? We did a couple of things as a family all together. And it was, yeah, it was just such a great time. Yeah. Our next big family event will probably be when my daughter gets married, and hopefully that's not anytime soon, because whew, Mr. G and I joke with the boys that, you know, this trip cost a lot of money, and we're going to be eating cat food or ramen for a while. Not really, but yeah, it was expensive, you guys. Anyways, anyway, they drove all the way through back home so that they could get Odin home, and they wanted to sleep in their own beds, and you know, all that. Mr. G and I, we took the whole week and we sauntered through the states, and we were able to stop at some sightseeing things that Mr. G gets to drive through when he is truck driving, but he never gets to stop at. And he's always like, it would be so fun to go and do this. It would be so fun to go and do that. And so we did some of that, but most importantly, we went to cross-stitch stores for me. So I managed to hit 4 cross stitch stores on this trip, starting in Vegas and moving through. So I am going to show you some of that haul. There is a lot of haul. I kid you not, this whole entire video is mostly about haul. So I hope you enjoy haul. There's some surprises at the end. And yeah. Oh, and before she gets all anxious, and I'm going to put a picture of her, or maybe a couple of pictures up here. This is Little Miss Berry Flora, and she has joined our family. We picked her up when we got home on Monday, and I have had her in the works. I mean, I knew about her. Her birth date is August 13th. And so she is almost 13 weeks old now. And, but I have known about her since 3 days after she was born. And, it's kind of a cute story. I found this lady at Tractor Supply Co. and she had puppies that she had up at the cash register. She was just going through the line and she had these puppies and she was socializing them before they went to their forever homes. And I was bouncing up and down, could not wait. I needed to squish a puppy. And so I said to her, you know, were any of the puppies for sale? And she said, yes, she had a couple of boys, but that were left out of the litter that she had that day, but that she had, you know, other females who were ready to have their puppies. And I said, oh my gosh, I am so interested. I'm interested in a female. I'm interested in, you know, a blue merle, just all kinds of, you know, kind of requests, thinking it was not going to happen anytime soon. And so I had just texted her in August and said, hey, you know, I'm just checking in and seeing, you know, how the puppy situation is. And she said, well, funny enough, these puppies were born 3 days ago. There is a female and she is blue merle. And I was like, oh my gosh. So normally she has the puppies go to their forever homes by 8-9 weeks, but because we were going to Vegas, she held on to Little Miss Flora for us and we were able to pick her up. So I went and I, you know, snuggled every couple of days before we left, and for weeks, so she knew who I was and I was able to cuddle her and play with her and do all the things, and just so that she knew my scent, she knew who I was by the time that I was able to go and pick her up. And she has integrated herself into the house quite well. Thankfully, she's a puppy and still needs a lot of sleep, but Mr. Odin does not like her. He wants nothing to do with her. As soon as she comes around and, you know, she tries to love on him and stuff, and he lifts his head like this, like he can't acknowledge her at all. It's really funny. We did talk to the vet. We had them in at the vet the other day. She got her some more puppy shots, and Odin, not quite a clean bill of health. We're not doing well. But yeah, but the vet said it could take, you know, 2-3 weeks for him to kind of come to the realization that it's okay to have her around. So, but right now I think he's like, hey mom, when's the little sister going away? Do not like. So anyways, that's our real big news, I guess, of our house. All right, so on to haul. I tell you, there's a lot. So the first place I went was in Vegas, and I went to Stitcher's Paradise, and I got 2 bags of stuff. Oh, and when I was there, it was really funny. There was a group of ladies who were stitching at the front of the store, and I guess this was, the day we went was Wednesday, must be their stitch day. And one of the ladies was chit-chatting and everything, and she was talking about the Queen City Stitch Retreat. And I said, oh, were you at the retreat? And she goes, I was. And I said, oh my gosh, I was too. So we had a little bonding moment over that retreat. And I found out her name is Julie. And she is a Vegas resident who stitches and shops at Stitcher's Paradise. So that was so much fun. I put a picture in on here about the Stitcher's Paradise store if I can find it and remember. But anyways, I left there with 2 bags of stuff. So what did I buy? I bought a lot. Okay, this store has a lot of Mirabilias and Nora Corbetts. So if you are looking for anything that is not out of print, they have no out of print things. But if you are looking for anything Mirabilia or Nora Corbett wise that is current, they potentially have it. They kind of reminded me a lot of the store I go to in Washington, Threadneedle Street. Very, very, very similar. So the owner was very sweet. We had a nice conversation. I sent Mr. G out to get, he has a foot issue, and his foot's very sore, and so we didn't, you know, bring any meds with us. We didn't bring Tylenol or anything, so I sent him out to the store hoping that he would be gone a little longer so he wouldn't see how much stuff I bought. It didn't work out. It came just as we were ringing things up. I was like, no. Okay, but anyways, Mirabilias. I picked up the Feather Fairy. I did not have, and these are all ones that I do not have. The Raven Queen. This is because somebody, I had said something. I'm doing Ella, the Frog Princess, for the little. The little no longer loves Ella, the Frog Princess, because I don't know why, but it's not her aesthetic anymore. And so I had mentioned, you know, she's into goth anime, and that kind of thing. And one of my viewers had said, well, what about the Raven Queen? And I was like, yes. So I had to pick that up when I saw it. Goddess Garden. That's one of the newer ones. I love this. This picture does nothing for this. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you can see a little bit more detail, the 2 ladies under the fountain, it's beautiful. It is gorgeous. And I have seen people in different stages of this on Instagram. 100% a beautiful pattern. A Nora Corbett Monk's Hood. I love this one. This is in the Poison Pixie line. I love the Poison Pixies. My goal is to get every Poison Pixie, and I think a couple of them are OOP, so that's going to be fun. And then Spring Party, Maidenhair. Maidenhair, which is from the Spring Garden Party collection for Pixie Couture. So I picked those up, and then I got a plethora of beads that I thought I might need, because who went with the list? So anyways, there's a lot of beads, more beads. I also picked up this folk art scissor block and fob kit by Lottie Da. I had never seen that before, and I just thought that it was so cute. So I picked that up. I'm gonna have to put these back in the bag, or else I'm not going to remember, and already had a little problem. I've not been very good. I'm gonna talk about this near the end, but they also had a bunch of these fairy greeting cards, and these were the kinds of things that were on our table spaces. They were the table, you know, centerpieces, I guess, for the table at Queen City Stitch Retreat. And I found these greeting cards at that store. So I picked those up. What I also got, you guys, was they have a ton of bead packs for your pieces. And so I kind of went through and bought bead packs for, like, here's one for the Raven Queen, which I had just picked up. I didn't have the bead pack for the giant French rose, so I picked that one up. I bought the bead pack for the Goddess Garden. So, like, there's just a bunch of bead packs that I picked up. So if you are looking for certain beads that you need for either your Noras or Mirabilias, I highly recommend maybe calling them. Oh my gosh, I bought more. See, more. I bought a lot. And mostly, some of these I may already have, but you know, a lot of the beads are used again. And so I was just like, okay. So I bought a ton of bead packs. And like I said, if you're looking for bead packs, I highly recommend giving them a call and asking if they have them. They have boxes. She brought them all out so I could go through them all. Yeah, I probably bought like $200 worth of beads. It was crazy. And then I have been looking for this Teresa Kogut Fall from Grace. Has it been a while or is it just new? No, it's just new. It's 2023. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know why. Because I saw it, I think, at Craft Gallery, and they didn't have any in stock. And so, because it's framed by Paula from Craft Gallery, and it's just beautiful, just beautiful. And so I picked that one up. I just think it's so funny how big the leaves are and their placement and the snake. So that was Stitcher's Paradise. Then, okay, and here's what's funny. So I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Canada, and I didn't move here until I was well into my 20s. Yep, well into my 20s. With my family and with my kids and my ex-husband. And so I don't know all of the states. I don't know, you know, if you said to me, oh, Arizona, okay, great. But I don't know where Arizona is in relation to like anything else, right? So I'm not good with the states. Yes, I used to help my children with their homework, but maps is not my thing. And so I said to Mr. G, where would we be driving? Like, can we drive a different way, you know, than we came? Can we drive a different way to get home? And he said, sure. And I said, any chance we can go through Arizona? And he was like, yeah, we totally can. And I was like, oh, goody, because I want to go to a cross-stitch store there called The Attic. And he was like, okay. And so yeah, that's kind of how our trip went. And then I was like, okay, what state are we going to go through next? Then on Facebook, there is a group called, oh my gosh, I don't have notes. I will put it in the show notes. There is a group that you can join that has all of the cross-stitch stores by state, and you can either look them up by state or you can look them up by name, which is really lovely. There's 2 different documents. And so when he told me, oh, we're going through New Mexico or we're going through whatever, wherever, you know, Albuquerque or whatever, because I don't know. I would look and see if there was cross-stitch stores in that state and if they were close to where we were, and if that was the case, then we could go there. Oh, I was so happy. So the first place I went was The Attic. Now the Attic is not open to the public on certain days. I think that they're only open like Friday and Saturday maybe, but you can call and make an appointment. Because they are there. They're there working, they're doing things for retreats, they're stocking the store, they're doing all kinds of things. And so they were there that day, and I had called and said, hey, I'm gonna be going through. And she was like, absolutely. So I got a time, you know, we got there just after the time, and they were super gracious and super wonderful. And so let's see, which store was this? Just hang on. I don't think this was it. No. So I think this is it. Yes. And sorry for all of the noise. Yes, this is it. So this is my bag. Oh, things. Pretty good size. From the attic in Mesa, Arizona. So we stayed the night before. I had actually, so I have known Miss Flossie, Aimee, since she started her Flosstube. I have been, you know, randomly commenter, and we have exchanged things every once. She has sent me a couple of cards and stuff, and she's just really a super wonderful, wonderful person. And she's starting to design her own things. So if you don't know about Mrs. Flossie, Aimee, you should go check out her YouTube channel, or Flosstube channel, and I'll link all that information down below. But anyways, I knew that, you know, she lived there, and so I had messaged her and said, hey, I'm going to be in the area, and unfortunately we weren't able to link up, but I hope in the future to be able to go to a class from the attic, and it's a goal of mine to do that and do a retreat at the attic once in my life, and maybe we'll be able to meet up again. But she had some training to do with somebody else, and so it was just unfortunate we weren't able to connect, because I would love to have seen her in person. Anyways, so I bought a lot of things there. Okay, and I have a funny story. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. Okay, so the attic is gorgeous. I'm going to put a couple of pictures in here. It is gorgeous. It is filled, and I mean filled, with beautiful charts and gorgeous samplers and models everywhere, just everywhere, right? And there's baskets up at the front of the store. Do I ever get a basket anywhere I go? No, I don't, because I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get a few things and I can carry them in my hands, right? No. So, you know, I had picked up a few things, and then I started setting my stuff on the counter. Well, this store is packed, you guys. It is absolutely packed with things. And so Mr. G came in, he sat at the front door basically and played on his phone while I had the best time shopping. And I didn't know if I had a time limit or not, and I didn't ask. And so I was sort of rushing because I didn't want to, like, I didn't know what the whole thing was, and I didn't want to interfere. And so anyways, yes, so I was kind of rushing. But anyways, okay, there are these beautiful models, and a lot of them are the antiques. Absolutely beautiful, right? This store, again, let me preface this. This store is packed, full of goodness, right? Everywhere you turn. So I'm shopping along, and you know, I'm on one side of the store, and there was a bunch of absolutely gorgeous samplers, and then there was these racks that had patterns in them and everything. And so I am going through those racks and looking, because that's where the la-di-da patterns were, some of the la-di-da patterns. And so I was looking through those, and I turn around and I hit this easel. So there's a easel, a big easel that's standing on the floor, right? It's on the floor. And it has this big, beautiful red framed sampler on it. And I bumped into it because I have a big old butt, and this thing starts tipping. You guys, my life flashed before my eyes. I see it go, and I am like, and it's going towards the table with other beautiful frame samplers and threads and fabric and all kinds of goodness, and all I'm seeing is dollar signs, and my life flashed before my eyes as it's going down, right? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I am gonna now spend like 90% of our savings because I need to replace this stuff, right? Like I'm gonna break this huge, it was huge, you guys, frame and whatever is on the table, and I'm like, woo! And so I'm trying to save it, right? Thankfully I had nothing in my hands, and so I'm trying to save it, and I you know, nobody came running. They were really good. And I'm like, oh no. And so I managed to save it. You know what saved it? Whoever did this was so smart. The frame had been, you know, to be hung on the wall. So it had the wire across it. Well, they had put the wire over the easel. So it was all one unit basically. So after I managed to save it, nothing happened, nothing broke. It probably was on there a little crooked after I left, but then some nice, really sweet lady comes on over to me and she goes, would you like a basket for your things? I was dying. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love a basket. Thank you. Oh, goodness sakes, I'm telling you guys, it was an adventure. It was an adventure. Nothing broke. Nothing was harmed in my shopping process at all. Everything is fine. And I dropped a lot of money because I bought a lot of things. And even though, yes, this pile is big, but everything in here, oh, a lot of money. Okay, so the first thing, there should be another thing. Thread. Oh my gosh, I may have lost a little thingy of thread. Let's see, maybe it's in here. Okay, well, I bought some fabric. I have no business buying fabric, but I bought some fabric. So I got a 20 count Aida mushroom, and I got a 20 Aida charcoal. So I bought those two. Oh my God. Okay, I bought a very, very pretty scissor fob or accoutrement, really beautiful. Jean's husband at the attic makes these wonderful, and I don't know if you can see that, makes these wonderful tape measures. And so I was able to get one of those. It says, it's got A through I and then 1 to 0 on there. And then it says, oh my gosh, remember me as you pass by, as you, oh my gosh, it's very hard to read, you guys. As you now are, so once was I. And it's got some scissors and birds, and it's just really, really pretty. And I don't know if you can see that on that. I don't know if it's gonna focus at all. Anyways, really, really pretty. So, and you know, they were limited, so I bought that. I do have another skein of floss, and I'm hoping that I did not. Oh, here it is. Okay. I bought this really beautiful fox and rabbit pattern called Lucy Radon 1853. And then I bought the NPI silks. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. It only calls for 2. So I was like, hey, I can do that. I can afford NPI silks when there's only 2. I also got a Hands Across the Sea samplers. It's just a card set. And then on the back of the cards, they have a portion of the model, what's stitched here. They have a portion of that on the back. So anybody who is lucky to receive those gets kind of a free pattern, which is cool. Stitches by Ethel, A Day for Freedom. I just thought that was so cute. All Through the Night. I never heard of them. Use What Talents You Possess. I thought that was super cute. I did get to meet Caroline. We actually talked. She has no idea who I am. And, but it was just so much fun to have a whole conversation with her, because I, had a conversation with her over a chart, this chart. Phoebe J. Mead by Needlework Press. The antique for this one was there, and it is gorgeous, and she is doing this pattern, and so we had a bonding moment over this pattern. I bought from La Di Da a pocket for potions. How cute is that? Love that. Mary Shepherd by Samplers Not Forgotten. Beautiful. Samplers in My Attic, which I think, is this a Jean's, one of Jean's patterns that she had. So this is Ursula's sampler. I think I've seen Kim, the Contented Needleworker, or the Contented Needleworker Kim has this, I'm pretty sure. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I got Emma McCarty 1849 by Needlework Press. I really like Needlework Press. I have quite a few of their patterns. That's beautiful though. Absolutely gorgeous. A Girl with Flower Baskets, circa 1830 from Samplers Remembered. That's really pretty too. Hannah Heston, 1795 to 1811, a friendship sampler from Samplers Remembered. And I think that that's the reproduction. And then this on the back is the antique sampler. I mean, absolutely stunning. Just gorgeous. Yep, really pretty. And then there was a freebie from Erica Michaels that I got. I also picked up from Three Sheep Studio. Also have never heard of them, but Redbird Sampler. It's really pretty. And then I also got, they had a bunch of like wooden, you know, trays and things. And so I picked this one up from, that says the Attic Needlework. Attic Needlework, yeah. What does it say? Where samplers rule. So it's just like a little, you know, place to put your scissors or whatever. And then speaking of scissors, I bought this absolutely gorgeous pair of scissors from the Scissorists. They had two left, or they had two anyways when they were there, when I was there. They had, I think it was, what was it? The butterflies, or what was the other set? Liberty. I think at Lady Liberty. And so I chose these butterflies. I tell you guys, they are so, like, look at the point. Look at that point. They're gorgeous. They're so light. Expensive little scissors. Yes, they were. But Mr. G approved, so we are good. And they come in this absolutely beautiful case, and just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Made in Texas from the Scissorists. So I think that that is all that I got from the attic, I believe. Then we went to, let's see, is this it? The Stitcher's Garden is not it. Right. No. Then we went to Albuquerque, I believe. Albuquerque, yes. And we went to yes, that was it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because that's the last store. I'm so sorry for all the crinkling. Then we went to Albuquerque, I believe it is. And we went to Stitcher's Garden. And I picked up a few charts there. The ladies in there also very, very lovely. I found some more magnificent beads. I actually found some beads for some memorabilia. I have to go look. And then they were selling the cards individually from Hands Across the Sea, and so I picked up a couple of different ones because I really like the patterns on the back, and so I picked those up so that I could do those. Then I picked up this little shepherd's bush. Okay, you guys have all watched Running with Scissors, Jane and Julie. Julie and Jane, Jane and Julie, something like that. Anyways, Jane, I think it's Jane. She does a lot of shepherd's bush, beautiful shepherd's bush. And so I've been a little inspired. I've never actually done or owned a bunch of shepherd's bush until I started watching Jane and Julie, because I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And now I have a bunch of shepherd's bush patterns. But this is Land of Liberty, and it was a kit. And so it came with the fabric and the floss and the buttons that you needed and everything, even a needle. I mean, how great is that? And I want to say that this is done on, I don't know, it looks like an Aida. It's got big, big squares in like way more than a 14. So maybe it's a 10. I don't know. Anyways, it was a kit. So I was like, yes, please. And have some hope of getting that done. Little House Needlework, Peace Tree. Heart and Hand Halloween Frill. That's a cute one. And I love how she did it on the back as a cube. So cute. I found the Stitching Fairies. They did not have very many like Mirabilias or Nora Corbett's. But I did find this one, the Stitching Fairies, just the pattern. This used to be sold as a kit before, but now you can get them just as their patterns. So I picked up that one because it's the stitching, it's the Floss Fairy. And there's other ones in this series that they don't have on here because why would they? That would be silly. But I want to say, like, there's the Bead Fairy, there's the Floss Fairy, there's a couple others and I don't remember. They had a bunch of Prairie Schooler, and so I picked up a Merry Mini Surprise. And then I also picked up a Prairie Year because there's, you know, from January every month to December, there's a cute little, you know, something for that month. And so I thought, how cute are those? And stitched them up as pillows and put them in a dough bowl, you know, for that season, whatever it is, or for that month. Just thought they were super cute. And then, who was I watching that showed the Christmas trees? Was it Helen D? Might have been Helen D. Anyways, I think she did. Showed these trees. Absolutely stunning. And they had some of these done in the shop. Absolutely gorgeous. I must do. I mean, look at this one here, and the Santa and the alphabet. No, this says Christmas. Alphabet as part of the alphabet. it's just absolutely stunning. I love it. I just love it. And these little ones, the gingerbread men, oh my gosh, so cute, so cute. And then while I was up at the cash register about to pay, you know, I discovered, hey, I missed another rack. And Mr. G's sitting in the car. He's happier than anything. You know, he supports my hobby 100%. Does not care what I buy. But he doesn't always want to come into the store either, because, you know, there's no guys for him to talk to. It's always girls. And so he he stayed in the car while I shopped till I dropped. But anyways, while I was up at the cash register, you know, about to pay and get on out there and get lunch and all the things, I realized that I missed another you know, display of things, and they had this birds of a feather chart, and this is called what is it called? Spring Garden. I just thought it was super cute, and so I had to get that too. So between some beads and some patterns, and had a nice little conversation with the ladies in there. There's a lady, maybe she owns a shop, I'm not entirely sure, but she mentioned a few times that she does a lot of the finishing, and the finishing that was done in the store, absolutely gorgeous. In the back corner, they had like a little framing area, and yeah, so if you are, you know, live near there and need finishing, she does a beautiful, beautiful job. Stitcher's Garden, here it is. Yep, Albuquerque, New Mexico. It gave me a couple of cards. So, wow, that's really, there we go. Super cute. So, that's where we went there. And then, oh my goodness, then our last stop. So, you know, there were some other places I could have gone to along the way, but I realized I started dropping a bunch of money. And so I was like, oh, maybe I should, you know, calm myself, and because I have some things over at Craft Gallery that I need to pick up, and stuff. And so we were in, where were we this time? Then we were in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure that this is where the silver needle is. Because again, I don't know my states. I have no idea. And so he said, for sure, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I was like, yay, we need to get there. Okay. So they closed, I think, at 6. I got in there at 5:15. You guys, I screamed into that parking lot. At first, I couldn't find the store. It's a little hidden, or at least it was hidden for me, because our GPS kept telling us it was like right in front of us. It was not. And so I was like, what is happening? And I was like, oh my gosh, are we maybe in the wrong area? Really nice area. So I was like, okay. But we found it. And you guys, this store is big, beautiful, has so many beautiful models in it. The fabric area is so nicely, like, I looked. I didn't go over there because I don't need any more fabric. And I mean, I do. I will always buy fabric, but I didn't need any, because she was like, well, if you need any fabric cut, you know, if you could do it by 5:30, I would really appreciate that. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna look at the rest of your stuff and not even concentrate on fabric, because again, don't really need any. And so really nice, ladies. You guys, if you are looking for Mill Hill kits, that's the place to go. The silver needle, I tell you, I have never seen so many Mill Hill kits in my life in one spot. And that they have models of almost every single one of them that are in front of the package. Oh my gosh, the eye candy was amazing, just amazing. And I only picked up one little Mill Hill kit, and it is words are hard, Autumn Harvest Spooky Cage. and that will be for my Christmas, oh my gosh, my Halloween tree later in the future. I also picked up, because I don't think I have these, they had the Mirabilia and Nora Corbett's are almost non-existent in there. I think they had like 2 charts, and they had a couple of packages of beads, and they had Santa's sleigh, so I bought that one because I don't remember if I have that or not. I picked up The Light of Winter by Brenda Gervais, and you know, honestly, even though I had 45 minutes to shop in there and it was a whirlwind because there was so much stuff to look at, I still did some pretty good damage. And then the ladies realized that, you know, there were ladies in, I think that they were having a retreat, possibly that weekend maybe. And so there were a bunch of ladies that were in there prepping and doing things. And when it came to closing time, right at 6 o'clock, they did stay a little longer. And we had a small little chat, which was fun. La-di-da, Wicked Witch, I picked up. That's a fun pattern. I love this. So it's Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. Witch. Oh my God. Witch, Old Witch, the Wicked Witch. Ding Dong, the Wicked Witch is Dead. It's very hard to read. From the back. And again, words are hard. I picked up the Tiny Modernist ornament series, and I had only picked up 2 of them, and she goes, oh, did you know that there's a 3rd one? And I was like, no, because you know, I was just like, I was running in that store. I was like, ooh, and then ooh, and ooh, and I know I didn't see everything, and I'm hoping that at some point I also get to do a retreat at the Silver Needle and get to go back and then peruse that store a lot more, because it was gorgeous, and I wish we had known about it earlier and maybe not done lunch as long. I don't know. Anyways, she said, do you know that there's another one? So I said, oh no. And so she's like, well, would you like them? And I'm like, well, of course, I need the whole set. So I got ornaments 1 through 4, 5 through 8. Oh God. And then 9 through 12. And you know, these are like the oldie timey, you know, kind of, colors and style and everything, and I love that. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know how much I love Halloween. They have a lot of Prairie Schooler, still the cardboard, or hard, yeah, paper, not the new paper, you know, reprints. They have a lot of the old style. What is this? Heavy stock cardboard, or paper or whatever. Anyways, okay, stop talking, Lisa. Stars and Stripes. Dig myself a hole. Heads Up. Oh, I love that. I love those. And then Boo to You. And these are all in the cardstock old ones. And then I think I got, did I get any? No, I didn't. I didn't buy any in the paper. And then I bought a few, they have a bunch of Blackbird designs. And so I got Liberty Eagle, Merry Christmas. I'm really hoping I didn't have these. And if I do, they might go up as a giveaway in the future. Because who has updated their X-Stitch app? Not me. And I have a lot to update. Hats off to Uncle Sam. Super cute. And then Midnight Ride. I've seen this done quite a bit from a bunch of people on this beautiful box. And what do they call it? Oh, they don't say what kind of box it is, do they? Just a sewing box. Lone Elm Lane box. Need to get me one of those too at some point in my life. And then they had quite a few Plum Streets, and I love me a Plum Street samplers. I'm gonna meet Paulette one day. Yes, I am. A Red Cottage. It's a beautiful chart. And then the Salem Horn Book. Oh, really, really beautiful. And then they had a kit. Well, it was sort of a kit from the Sampler Company by Brenda Keyes. And this is called the Blue Boar Inn. And it has, I don't want to show the pattern. So it has like you know, one of those things that you put on the back of your framed pieces, and then it has fabric organizer, floss organizer. So those were all the things that I bought. Oh no, that's not all I bought. And then I'm going through the display case as they're ringing me up, and I'm like, oh, we need to stop for a moment. I said, oh my gosh, you have Dovo scissors? And she was like, yes, we have two styles left. And so I was like, well, I must have. So I got, well, you can't really see those, can you? So I bought both of them because, you know, when in Oklahoma, must buy. And you can't get Dovos anymore. So it's got their, these are special to them. They've been made by the Dovo company for them. So the silver needle. And so that's what that little set looks like. Pair of scissors. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are so light. They're so pretty. And I couldn't decide which one I absolutely needed to have. So I was like, well, let's get both. Merry Christmas to me. I think that's a lot of Merry Christmas to me. That might be Merry Christmas, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Birthday for like a few years that I spent. And then the other pair, so, and they're called things like, do I have the sheet? Yeah, I do. So they had 3 different styles commissioned for them. One was called, they're called things by their family, right? So they've got Antonia, they had Margaret, and Pauline. So I think I got Pauline and Antonia, I think. So this is the other set. And oh my gosh, if you guys ever get the opportunity to find Dovo scissors somewhere, because they are gone now, I highly recommend. I wish I'd known about these a lot sooner and had started purchasing them, because they're so light. Like this, it doesn't even feel like I have anything in my hand. It's crazy how light they are, and they're just so dreamy in your fingers. Oh my gosh. So I got very lucky. If you are looking for scissors, they still have some there in those 2 styles. I don't know how many they have, but if you are looking for some and you're looking for Christmas, I'm telling you, they've got some. Okay. So sorry. All right, then I came home and I had things that I ordered and had to go and pick up. Just double check that I don't have anything here. So first off, let me show you my of the month clubs. So the first one is Grace Notes Fabrics. So she had emailed me and said, hey, I am having a problem getting the 18 count, you know, would you like to try 20 count Lugana? And so I was like, sure, I'll try that. And so this is in Mocha Blanc. This is, I think, back in September, maybe. Yeah, maybe. And so this is a 20 count fat quarter of Mocha Blanc. It's really, really pretty. And I can see these holes, so hopefully that'll be okay. Then I got my BeStitchMe Fabric of the Month. So I think that this is October, and that's Boneyard, right? Boneyard, yeah. Boneyard, absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of fabric. And then this one that is my favorite. I mean, I have a lot of favorites from Brandy from BeStitchMe Fabrics, but this one is by far, like, I hope she puts this on as a regular. Sugar Cream Pie, and I think that this was October's or November's maybe. This is not doing it justice in any way, shape, or form, and I don't have anything white to put behind it, but it is gorgeous. This is one of the best sampler colors I think I've seen in a while. And then, of course, my Garon Tottenbags. So this was October's. Absolutely gorgeous. All about the Halloween. And then the inside, pumpkins and bats and things. So cute. And then November's. So for fall, Thanksgiving, pumpkins on the outside and all these beautiful leaves. I mean, the coordination of the fabrics, oh, so good. Love it. So love those. Got all those. All right. Then I had a lot of, I had a lot of, not a lot. I had ordered a couple of boxes, and the first one that came was by Hands On Designs. No, for goodness sakes, Lisa. Hands Across the Sea samplers. This absolutely beautiful box. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have resisted. I have not opened up any of the stuff inside, and I know that there's other people who have unboxed this, and you can go and see them. I'm sure that I will at some point, but everything is individually wrapped in there from what I hear, and I have not watched any of the spoilers, and I want to, like, on a day that I just feel to go and have a little, like, gifty. And so that's what I'm going to save that for. And of course, I also bought the bag that goes with it from Stitchfolk and Barry. And absolutely a gorgeous bag. I have left it somewhere, and I took a picture of it and put it on Instagram, and I don't know what I did with it after that. Puppy babysitting duties are killing me, you guys. And it's not really babysitting duties when it's your baby, right? Still. And then Autumn Lane Stitchery was having a Halloween box, and I had seen last year's and had a little bit of FOMO. So I was like, and I have not done very many boxes that are specific to a holiday or anything in the last, like, year, maybe year and a half. Because sometimes they're not always, like, filled with things that I would want. And it's a lot of money to pay for a box that you're not sure what you're gonna get and if you're gonna even like what's in it. And so I have kind of shied away from doing that. But I had seen last year's, and I do like a lot of Erin's Halloween patterns. And so I thought, well, I'll give this one a try and see what it's like. So it came, and look at how cool is this box inside, Autumn Lane. And then on the bottom, and I'll show you when I empty all of this, it says Happy Halloween on it. Just really lovely packaging. So the first thing you got was gloves in a bottle. And I've heard a lot about this. You know that I am a Naked Bee fan, and use Naked Bee lotion a lot, and especially at this time of the year, I wash my hands a ton. My hands are drying out really, really badly and cracking again and bleeding, which is not good when you're using silks. And so, so being able to have some lotion, and so I'm excited to try that because, well, I love lotion, and if that is a good, I've heard really good things about it. So anyways, just getting out all of the crinkle stuff. Okay, so when you got past all the crinkle things, here is their very first beaded kit. How cool is this? So it is called Evening Stroll. And it's a full kit with the perforated paper, the floss, the beads, everything you need. Absolutely stunning. So the very first beaded kit that they have produced, and they're super excited about it. And then they also included a wooden frame that is into the trees that you put this on. So that's that piece there. And then here is the little wooden stand that you put it on when you get it all done. So that's super, super cute. Then there was a needle minder, a little wooden needle minder. And how cute is that? Welcome to Hawkins. Super cute. And then there were some patterns. Okay, so see, at the bottom of the box it says Happy Halloween. How great is that? And then there were a couple of patterns and also a design from Erin. How cool is that? But the patterns were, let's see here, Trick or Treat. So colorful. This is on, they recommended a 32 count linen Serafina by Seraphim Fabrics. Really pretty purple. And then there is a Dance Party. So cute. And this is on Paranormal by BeStitchMe. Love that. And then this beautiful pattern called Witch's Hollow, and this was done with Pumpkin Patch by BeStitchMe. I love that they're using BeStitchMe Fabrics for their models. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, 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 love. So that was that kit. This box, well worth the money in my opinion, and I very, very much am looking forward to stitching some of these, not this year because, well, Halloween's over. Yes, it is. Okay, oh my gosh, you guys, I am running out of space here because the little is taking up some of the space I normally put things on. And then, I don't know, I was trolling Instagram one day and I came across Pete's BeStitchMe. Have you guys heard? You had to have heard of them. Pete's BeStitchMe on Instagram. Loads of people have these beautiful BeStitchMe from them. And they had just loaded up that they had a couple of BeStitchMe. I happened to get over there like stinking fast. And so I got my own scissor BeStitchMe from Pete. Absolutely beautiful. I think that they considered this like a second, and so it was severely marked down, and I'm telling you guys, I see nothing wrong with it. Like, I love it. And then it also came with some Jolly Ranchers. I knew about the Jolly Ranchers. I would have ordered from them a lot earlier. and then a really cute note that's on the back here, and then this cute little, I'm gonna use it as a zipper pull. Super cute. So I ordered that. That came in the mail the other day. And then from Clay by Kim. Okay, so I haven't bought a Clay by Kim for quite a while because A, super hard to get, like, oh my goodness, and B, I have a lot of Clay by Kims and they're not all on my, I'm paranoid to use them. I'm paranoid to drop them because I have fumble fingers, and so I have not. But then I heard that she had some wooden ones that are painted, and so I was like, well, let me go have a look at those. So, oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. So I bought two, and they still have like her clays, you know, on the back for the magnet. But how cute is that one? So that's the first one I got. I bought two because, you know, if you're gonna pay for shipping, you might as well. Oh, I don't know where that came from. Okay, and then this one, oh my gosh, come on. If you are a Halloween fan in any way, shape, or form, love fall, love Halloween, this is a must-have. So I picked up both those. So happy with those. Then I feel like, oh yeah, no, there's more. Okay, also, okay, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went, but you know my friend Aimee from Fiber Arts Aimee, she has started dyeing fabric, and her company is called Crown Oak Studios, and she is dyeing fabric. I got 2 pieces of 20 count fabric from her, and if I can't find them, I don't know, but just let me tell you, they're beautiful pieces of fabric. Aimee knows what she's doing, you know, with dyeing, and so if you are looking for a fabric dyer, new, and looking to get into, I think she mentioned she was going to try and do a fabric of the month. I'm not entirely sure though. But if you are looking for a fabric dyer, highly recommend Aimee. She's got beautiful, she dyes beautiful. And again, like I said, she knows what she's doing with her dyeing process. And so, and I wish I could show them to you, but I have no idea. Along with Stitchfolk's bag, I don't know where any of that went. Again, a little stressed out with the small dog. Then I am, I get updates from Cohana because I have bought scissors of theirs in the past, and they are having, yes, they are having a 7th anniversary sale, because they've been in business for 7 years, and absolutely gorgeous. And for their anniversary, they released very limited edition sets, and I can't even tell you how lucky I was that I was able to get a set. So this is a set, it's called the sewing set, I think. And so it came with this really cute little basket. Oh, the monster's awake. And then inside is some threads, and then a little pin cushion with some pins in it. And there's a little needle threader, absolutely gorgeous. And then, hello little girl, and then it came with a limited edition canvas wax canvas tote. And you guys, I've seen these, I thought, you know, come on. And so I never ordered them before, but because it came as a set, yeah, you had to get it. with the scissors if you wanted the scissors. And so I was like, yes, I want the scissors. And so I got the whole entire set. You guys, this thing is so cute. Look at this. It is so cute. It's just really, really cute. And it came in 2 colors, either the beige or the red. I picked beige. I don't know why, but I picked beige. And then, well, really, I wanted it to match my scissors. And then a pair of Cohana scissors in this special 7th anniversary color. Absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, their presentation, the way they're wrapped, everything about this company, I love. And their products are always so beautiful. So I got that too. What else? Oh my gosh, did I get everything? How long is this video? Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, so let me tell you the reason why I have no stitching, because we got home and I got sick. I picked up the puppy and I was sick. I just have spent really a week and a half in bed, not doing much, having naps, catching up on a lot of shows, and not watching Flosstube, not a lot of Flosstube. Really been catching up on shows, binge watching a lot of shows, and training the puppy when I've had, you know, 30 seconds of not feeling horrible. And so, yeah, I haven't felt like stitching. My stitchy bug is not gone. I've wanted to get it out, but between her, you know, and playing and not sleeping at the times that I'm awake, or wanting to go, yeah, anyways, it just has not happened. And so, I have no stitching to show you. I didn't stitch in Vegas. I have not stitched, you guys. I've put in very little stitching. Like, there's been a couple of threads maybe in Margaret Cotton. I've been trying to get that done for the end of the year. But honestly, I haven't picked up a Nora, a Mira, anything. And so, yeah, it's been so sad because I've wanted to pick up my stitching, but I just have not had the energy, and I'm so tired and have been napping. So there's that. That's the reason why there's no stitching. So hopefully in my next video there will be stitching. And then Nora November, I wasn't able to get to Nora November the first week, so and I'll explain this in a while, but I will do 2 weeks of Nora November next week. So stitch in the morning on one and stitch in the evening on the other. Yeah, so that's my plan, because I want to get all 4 weeks done. What else? Oh, I do have the winner of this giveaway. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so disjointed. I should have done this at the very, very beginning. The winner of this beautiful retreat mat is Deanna C, and I'll put that up here. Deanna C, thank you so much. And if you would get in touch with me, I will put my email in the description box below, and if you email me, I will get this sent out to you ASAP. And then if you guys have stuck with me this long, yay, thank you. I have a couple of giveaways as well. So hi, Forgetful Lisa here, interjecting for the giveaway rules. So normal giveaway rules apply. Please be 18 so I can get your address. Please don't say giveaways or winner or winnings or anything like that, so we can keep the trolley trolls away. And then the giveaway winner of either the pattern or the little milk glass dish should have a state address. So an address in the States. So if you are, you know, in Canada or overseas, but happen to have address in the States that this can be shipped to, then you can be part of the giveaway. But I'm not going to ship outside of the States. So, all right. So back to our regular planned giveaways. A while ago, I had mentioned how I had purchased a bunch of lavender and lace charts. I did send off a lavender and lace chart not that long ago in my last regular video, but I got a few extra of this here. This is Santa of the Forest, and I got a couple of these, and so I am going to do a giveaway for this. So if you are interested in this, if you could say Santa, it's not going to get to you before the Christmas season. I'm not even gonna, you know, joke about that. And if you were the fastest stitcher on earth and were able to get this done by Christmas, wow. But I suspect most people would not be able to. And so I am, this is a 1993 pattern by Marilyn Levitt Imblum, who is actually Nora Corbett's mom. And lavender and lace, she had a couple of different lines, lavender and lace, butternut road, and what was the other one? I don't remember. Anyways, if you are interested in this, Santa, S-A-N-T-A, and this will go out. I will have another video come December. I'm not sure when in December, maybe the beginning of December, we'll see. But I am really going to take December off. I need to do some serious organizing in my craft room. I need to take that month and just organize. I'm going to go and see the little as well. And so I will do a short video in December for any stitching that I got done in November, and as well as the giveaways. And then on my Instagram this morning, I showed a ton of these milk glass bowls that they're fantastic for scissors, and I've had a lot of response on that post, and a couple of people have said, oh, I use, you know, I put my scissors on the outside, so in these little holes, and then I put like either tiny biscornues in the center, or, you know, a big pin cushion, or like whatever. I use these, I put frogs in mine, you know, the flower frog, and I use that also for scissors, and then you can put the outside for scissors. Some people have put ribbon through these holes and a big flower frog in here for their scissors. You can use it as candy dish, you could whatever. But I have a bunch of these, and I thought, how fun would it be to give one of these away? So if you are interested in this, I will also mail this out in December to the lucky winner. And so if you are interested in this, let's say scissor, S-C-I-S-S-O-R, scissor. That's how you spell scissor, right? I'm still sick. The right way to spell scissor. That was it. Yeah, so other than that, I think that that's all I've got, you guys. I did the giveaways, I did the giveaway, the winner, I did all of my haul. I think I've got all my haul. Yeah. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it was a long one of just a bunch of haul. Next year, there will not be this amount of haul. I have discovered that I've got a lot of things. I have so many things, I haven't even put them in my Xstitch app, which is a shame. When I was talking to my friend Sarah, Memphis Sarah E, and she, you know, was showing how she organized some of her things, and I was like, I have got to get myself together. I don't even know what Flosstube number I'm at, you know, so I would like to get things organized and put in place properly, and all of the things. So yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed. Miss Flora and I would like to say thank you, And we hope that you have a wonderful week. Happy Veterans Day tomorrow to all the veterans, and celebrate them. And until we see you again, hugs and stitches.